Hello, this is Mr. Adetta, and I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to use Padlet. So the first thing I'm going to want you to do is, once you've created your Padlet, I'm assuming you can at least do that much. Once you're in the Padlet screen, I need you to go up to the menu that is at the very top. So that's going to be this menu right here that I'm referring to. The first thing I want you to do is I'm going to want you to share this activity with your partner. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this button right here. I'm going to click on the share button. This is going to take you to a box that looks like this. So the two menus we're going to be working with are going to be right here and right here. Okay, both of these menus will allow you to share this with whomever you want. So you're going to be sharing it with your partner, and you're also going to share it with me. So the first thing you're going to want to do is change this menu so that it reads "Can moderate." Make sure you set the access level first before you start adding contributors. Once you've changed it to "Can moderate," then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill in the email for your partner and for me, so that way we can see your Padlet and make any adjustments or contribute to the project. Okay, so now let's add a new window into your Padlet. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you press on this plus button down here in the corner. That button will basically make this box appear right here in the corner. Now let's take a closer look at this box. So this box is where you submit all of the information for your Padlet. So that includes text, that includes images, you can also upload videos and stuff like that. For our purposes today, we're just going to be adding text and images. So the first thing that you'll notice is that on these boxes you have a place to add a title, and then you have a place to write in additional information, whatever it may be. For our purposes, I would recommend that you put the vocabulary word here and put the definition here. That way I can expect a similar look for every student's submissions. Now down here at the bottom, this menu right here, this is where all the magic happens. So this is where you actually add an attachment, which can be, like I said, an image, a video, whatever it is you find that you want to add. Now what I'm asking you to do is that I want you to save your images to the actual Chromebook and then use that to add the images to Padlet. So in other words, you're going to have to save the images you find on Google or something like that. You're going to have to save them to your Chromebook and then upload them to Padlet. And I'm going to show you really quick how to do that. Now what I have here is a sample image of what I believe to be the best defense player in Overwatch. I found this image and I've right-clicked on this image. Now you can do this the same way on the Chromebook if you just use 2 fingers over the image. So click your pad with 2 fingers and it'll pull up the right-click button. So even though the Chromebook menu doesn't look exactly like this, you're still looking for this right here that says Save Image As. Okay, just make sure you're actually hitting that option because that'll take you to where we want to go next. Now in Chrome, when you ask it to save an image, it's going to take you to a window that looks like this. So your file's going to appear right here, and then you just need to make sure that when you're done, you hit the save button down there. Okay, because before you save it, it won't save until you hit this save button right here at the bottom. So just make sure that you do that. Once it's saved, you can then go back to your Padlet. Then you want to click on this button right here. I know it looks like a bunch of different buttons, but they're all one button. Each little picture doesn't do anything different. Once you hit that button, it automatically takes you to this window. Now from this window, by default, I believe it loads you into link from web. You don't want to use that one, okay? What you want to use is going to be the upload choice right here. So then that way you can now push on choose a file, and then it'll automatically take you to the file you just uploaded and saved to your Chromebook. Now please keep in mind that if you save an image to your Chromebook, my understanding is that it's only attached to that Chromebook. So if for some reason you find an image that you maybe want to go back to and use at a later time, or maybe we're running out of time today and you don't have a chance to actually put the image into Padlet, then you may want to upload that to your Google Drive, so that way you'll have it. That is a lesson for another time, so I'm not going to discuss how to upload images to Google Drive at this time, but if you need assistance, as always, you can just ask me and I'll help you out.